Exterior, Grand Canyon High School, school lockers, morning. They arrive at school just in time for their first class, math. As Jane and Brooke walk towards their lockers, they spot Kendra Harper, a pretty girl with long, wavy brown hair that cascades down her back in loose waves. Her hair seems to have a natural shine, catching the light as she moves, drawing the attention of those around her. Kendra has an easy smile that could light up a room, making everyone around her feel at ease. She's wearing a fashionable outfit that complements her hourglass figure, accentuating her curves in all the right places. Standing next to Kendra is her boyfriend, Daryl Connor. His hair is short and styled to perfection, making him look like he just stepped off a magazine cover. Daryl towers over Kendra, with broad shoulders and muscular arms that suggest he spends plenty of time working out at the gym. He's wearing a Letterman jacket with his name embroidered on it, showing off his athletic achievements.
Hey guys.
Hey Kendra, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just trying to survive math class.
Same here. Did you hear about the test coming up?
Don't remind me. I swear Mr. Johnson lives for torturing us with those tests.
Hey ladies, what's the gossip?
Not much, just dreading that math test.
Oh, I almost forgot. Laura's throwing a party Sunday night at her place. You guys should come.
Sounds like fun. What time?
6 p.m. It's going to be epic.
Count us in.
Awesome. I'll see you guys there.
Bye, babe. I'll see you later.
As Kendra and Daryl walk away, Jane and Brooke exchange a look of excitement.
This is going to be the highlight of the week. Well, besides Destiny and all.
Definitely. I can't wait to dance all night long.
They continue to chat about the upcoming party as they grab their books from their lockers, with the sounds of lockers slamming shut and students rushing past them in the busy hallway. Interior, math class. They walk into the classroom together and take their seats. As the teacher starts the lesson, Brooke leans over to Jane and whispers,
You know, Jane, you look beautiful today.
Jane blushes and smiles at Brooke.
Thanks, Brooke. You're the bestest friend I could ever ask for.
Anytime.
They both turn their attention to the lesson as they settle in for another day of school. Interior, schoolgirl's bathroom, morning. The bathroom door swings open as Jane and Brooke make their hurried entrance, eyes darting for an unoccupied stall. The bathroom, however, is bustling with the lively chatter and laughter of cheerleaders occupying every stall.
We're running out of time, Brooke. Gym class starts soon.
I know, Jane. If these girls would take less time printing.
While Jane tries to make the best of the situation, adjusting her hair in the mirror, Brooke's patience is wearing thin.
Excuse me. Are you girls planning on using the bathroom anytime soon?
We would, if the changing room wasn't being renovated, smarty pants. You might have to just wait a little bit longer, sorry.
Brooke's annoyance flares at the cheerleaders' disregard as their chatter grows louder. She clenches her fists, her patience having run its course.
Can you hurry it up? Some of us actually have to use the bathroom.
Oh, what's the matter? Miss Tough Girl can't wait?
Brooke, her eyes flashing dangerously, strides over to the offending cheerleader's stall. With a swift and forceful slam of her fist against the flimsy door, it swings wide open, startling the cheerleaders within.
What the hell? What's your issue?
My issue is you wasting our damn time. Out. Now.
The cheerleaders suddenly scramble out of the stalls, their faces a mixture of shock and fear. They quickly exit the bathroom, casting nervous glances back at Brooke.
Cheerleaders. Always living in their own damn bubble.
Brooke finally has the chance to use the bathroom, and as she exits, she and Jane hurry out, leaving the lingering echo of their footsteps as the only evidence of their visit. Exterior, school stadium, morning. Jane and Brooke are jogging along the track, the sound of their footsteps keeping a steady rhythm.
I wonder where Aidan is right now.
You're not actually planning to stalk him, are you?
Jane playfully punches Brooke's arm.
No, of course not. I just want to bump into him.
Ah,
and say hi.
got it. You want to accidentally, on purpose, run into him.
Jane nods, grinning.
Well, good luck with that.
After a few moments of silence, Brooke decides to start a conversation.
So, how's everything else going for you? I mean, Besides Wicca and your obsession with Aidan.
It's going all right, I guess. Just stressed about my math grades and stuff.
I feel you. Math can be tough, but we'll help each other out.
The bell rings, signaling the end of gym class.
Time for chemistry. And remember, gold is the best element because it's AU sum. Get it? Awesome.
Oh my god, you're such a dork.
They give each other a quick hug before heading off to their respective classes. Interior, Mr. Ashton's chemistry class. Morning. Jane walks into the classroom and heads towards the empty seat beside Aidan. As she sits down, Aidan looks up and smiles at her.
Good morning, class. Today we will be discussing the periodic table of elements.
Mr. Ashton begins his lecture on the periodic table, while the class listens attentively. Jane eagerly answers Mr. Ashton's questions, impressing Aidan and the rest of the class. Suddenly, Lisa, a girl who has been giving Jane dirty looks, interrupts the class.
Mr. Ashton, I have a question.
Lisa is the stereotypical mean girl of the school, with long blonde hair and a smug expression permanently etched on her face. Her designer clothes and perfectly manicured nails make it clear that she comes from a wealthy family. She seems to enjoy making others feel inferior to her, and often gives Jane dirty looks, as if she's trying to intimidate her. But despite her obvious attempts to undermine Jane's confidence, Lisa is clearly threatened by Jane's intelligence and the attention she receives from the teacher and her classmates. Mr. Ashton looks surprised, but nods for Lisa to proceed.
All right, Jane. Since you seem to know everything, can you tell me the atomic number of the heaviest element known to exist in nature?
Jane looks slightly taken aback, but quickly composes herself.
The atomic number of the heaviest element known to exist in nature is 92, which is uranium.
Lisa looks surprised, not expecting Jane to answer correctly. She tries to save face.
Well, I knew that. I just wanted to see if you did.
Jane simply smiles politely, turning her attention back to Mr. Ashton's lecture. Aidan, who had been observing the interaction, gives Jane a subtle nod of approval. A few moments later, Mr. Ashton announces a paired project, assigning Aidan and Jane together. Lisa shoots Jane another dirty look, obviously jealous of the attention Jane is receiving from the teacher and Aidan. The class ends, and Aidan walks up to Jane.
You're a really smart girl. I'm glad we're working together.
Jane blushes, thanking him.
By the way, would today be a good day for the hike in the Grand Canyon? I'd love for you to show me around.
Yeah, I'd love to. I know some great spots.
As they exit the classroom, Lisa tries to trip Jane, but Jane quickly jumps over her leg and keeps walking without a second glance. Lisa is left standing there, red-faced and humiliated. Jane and Aidan walk away together, chatting and laughing as they make their way to her locker. Interior, school hallway, morning. Feeling a rush of anticipation, Aidan leans against Jane's locker, holding his books in one arm.
Would you like to meet me outside for lunch in the courtyard?
Sure, that sounds great.
Perfect. I'll see you there.
As Aidan grins and heads off down the hallway, Jane turns around and spots Brooke walking towards her.
Hey, Brooke, what's up?
Not much. Just trying to survive this school day. What about you?
Lisa tried to embarrass me in chemistry class, but I shut her down. She's such a jealous bitch.
Lisa is the worst. I can't stand her. What did she do?
She tried to ask me a question that she thought I wouldn't know the answer to, but I obviously got it right. And she looked stupid. Like, what the hell?
Ha. Good for you. Let's go find Lisa and give her a taste of her own medicine.
No, it's fine. I just want to focus on my classes, Brooke.
Okay. But if you change your mind, I'm in.
Feeling a sense of camaraderie with Brooke, Jane laughs and confidently strides off to physics class. Interior, physics classroom. Morning. Mr. Collier, the physics teacher, begins the next lesson with an air of excitement.
All right, class, let's talk about waves and frequencies. Who can tell me what a wave is?
After no one raises their hand, Mr. Collier turns towards Jane expectantly.
Jane, how about you? Can you explain what a wave is?
Feeling a surge of confidence, Jane nods and speaks up.
A wave is a disturbance that travels through a medium, transferring energy without causing any net displacement of the medium itself.
That's correct, Jane. And can you explain what frequency is?
Sure. Frequency is the number of waves that pass a given point in a certain amount of time. It's measured in hertz.
Mr. Collier nods, clearly impressed with Jane's grasp of the subject.
Very good, Jane. You seem to have a good grasp of the concept. Anyone else want to add anything?
The rest of the class remains silent, but Mr. Collier is pleased with Jane's understanding of the topic. He continues the lesson, explaining the different types of waves and their properties, and Jane follows along eagerly, soaking up the information like a sponge. At the end of the class, Jane leaves, feeling even more confident in her knowledge of physics. Interior, school cafeteria, midday. Jane exits the physics classroom and heads towards the cafeteria. As she walks in, she's greeted with the sight of students lined up at different stations, grabbing various foods. The noise level in the room rises, and the smell of freshly baked cookies wafts through the air, making her stomach rumble. As Jane walks down the aisle, she catches sight of Lisa and her clique of popular girls sitting at a big table in the back. She feels the negative energy emanating from them and tries her best to avoid their glares as she looks for something to eat. Just then, she spots Kendra grabbing her lunch and smiles. She has a bubbly personality and is always a joy to talk to. Jane walks up to her and says hi. Kendra turns and greets her with a warm smile.
Hey, Jane. How's it going?
Not too bad. Just trying to get some lunch. What about you?
Same here. I'm starving. I'm grabbing a chicken Caesar salad and some iced tea. What are you getting?
I think I'll get a grilled chicken wrap and a side of seasoned fries with water.
After sharing a nod of agreement and a brief exchange of smiles, Kendra and Jane part ways. Exiting the cafeteria, Jane feels the burn of Lisa's glare on her back. She rolls her eyes in mild annoyance and heads outside to the courtyard, scanning for Aidan. Exterior, school courtyard, midday. Jane steps into the courtyard, the smell of fresh grass and blooming flowers filling her nostrils. She takes a calming breath, the background noise of laughter and chatter wrapping around her like a warm blanket. Spotting Aidan under the shade of a tree, a rush of relief washes over her.
Hey, Jane. How's it going?
Good. Just had physics class. Mr. Collier was talking about waves and frequencies.
Waves and frequencies, huh? That's pretty fascinating stuff.
Catching the surprised but appreciative look on Jane's face, they sit in silence for a moment, both absorbed in their own worlds. Aidan, sensing Jane's distress, ventures to probe further.
You know, I can tell something's bothering you. Want to talk about it?
Jane hesitates, contemplating before she eventually caves in.
It's Lisa. She's been giving me a hard time lately. I don't know what I did to deserve it.
Aidan nods in understanding, his gaze sympathetic.
It sounds like Lisa's got some issues of her own to work through. You can't let her bring you down.
You always know the right thing to say, Aidan.
Aidan offers a warm smile in return.
That's what friends are for, right?
Basking in the warmth of the sun and the comfort of each other's company, they lose themselves in easy conversation. Aidan's presence helps Jane momentarily forget about Lisa's negativity.
You know, I'm so glad we're friends.
Me too, Jane. You're one of the coolest people I know.
A cascade of laughter from Jane follows. Time seems to lose its significance as they engage in conversation, ranging from trivial chit-chat to discussions about their dreams and aspirations. However, the end of lunch bell jolts them back to reality.
I'll see you after school, at the canyon entrance, at 4 p.m., right?
Yep, I'll be there.
Interior, school cafeteria, midday. Aidan heads in one direction and Jane in another. However, as Jane tries to leave the cafeteria, Lisa and her group of friends surround her, blocking her path. Lisa, the self-proclaimed leader of the group, smirks at Jane, her eyes glinting with malice. She crosses her arms over her chest and tilts her head to one side, like a predator about to pounce on its prey. Her friends follow suit, taking on aggressive stances as they stand in a semicircle around Jane.
Well. Look who's here. The transfer student banger.
Lisa's friends laugh, while Jane clenches her fists and takes a deep breath, trying to remain calm. She knows that Lisa and her friends are not her biggest fans, but she's never done anything to them to warrant this level of hostility.
What do you want, Lisa?
I just wanted to tell you that Aidan is off limits. He's mine. Got it?
Oh, is that what this is about? Sorry. I don't remember signing up for a territorial pissing contest.
Don't play dumb, Jane. I saw you flirting with him at lunch.
Flirting? We were just talking, Lisa. You might want to look up the definition of that word.
Stay away from him. He's mine.
Sorry, Lisa. I didn't realize you owned him. Last I checked, Aidan is a human being, not a possession.
I know he likes me.
Really?
He told me so himself.
He told you that he likes you? That's interesting, because he told me that he thinks you're acting bitchy.
You're just jealous because I'm prettier than you, and I actually have a chance with him.
Jealous? Of what? Your ability to be rude to people for no reason? Your lack of self-awareness? Sorry, Lisa, but those things aren't really on my list of things to aspire to.
Lisa's face turns red with anger as she lunges at Jane, but her friends hold her back.
You little bitch! I'll make sure everyone knows what a slut you are.
You do that, Lisa. But just remember, the only reason you're so obsessed with Aidan is because you can't stand the idea of someone else having what you want. And trust me, he's not interested in someone who acts like a petty, jealous child.
With that, Jane walks away, leaving Lisa and her friends behind.